What did you drink this morning when you woke up? Let me guess. Coffee, right? Maybe a glass of water if you were being healthy, perhaps some orange juice. Now, I am not here to tell you coffee is bad, but what if I told you that your morning drink could be doing so much more than just waking you up? What if that first beverage of the day could actually be fighting one of the most serious health threats you face as you get older? I am talking about sarcopenia, the progressive loss of muscle mass and strength that happens as we age. This is not just about looking weak or losing your physique. Sarcopenia is what makes you unable to climb stairs. It is what makes getting out of a chair difficult. It is what leads to falls, broken bones, loss of independence, and a dramatic decline in quality of life. Here is the reality. After age 30, you lose about 3 to 8% of your muscle mass per decade. After 60, that rate accelerates. And most people have no idea this is happening until they suddenly realize they cannot do things they used to do easily. But here is the good news. You can fight back, and it starts with what you drink first thing in the morning. Today I am going to share 5 drinks that are specifically designed to kill sarcopenia. These drinks provide the exact nutrients your muscles need to maintain their mass and strength. Forget coffee. Let me show you what you should really be drinking. Let us start with number 5, bone broth with added collagen peptides. Now I know bone broth is trendy right now, and sometimes when things become trendy, we dismiss them as just another fad. But bone broth has been used for centuries in traditional cultures for a very good reason. It is incredibly nourishing, and it is particularly powerful for maintaining muscle mass. Let me explain what makes bone broth so special. When you simmer animal bones for many hours, the collagen in those bones breaks down into gelatin and releases amino acids like glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These amino acids are the building blocks of collagen and connective tissue in your body, and your muscles need healthy connective tissue to function properly. But here is where it gets really interesting. For sarcopenia, the amino acids in bone broth support muscle protein synthesis, which is the process by which your body builds new muscle proteins to maintain and repair muscle tissue. When you drink bone broth first thing in the morning, you are giving your body an immediate supply of these muscle-building amino acids after an overnight fast. During the night while you sleep, your body goes into a mild catabolic state. That means it is breaking down proteins, including muscle proteins, to provide amino acids for various functions. When you wake up, your muscles are hungry for protein. Drinking bone broth provides that protein in a form that is easily absorbed and quickly used by your muscles. Now, I recommend adding collagen peptides to your bone broth for an extra boost. Collagen peptides are hydride collagen, which means they have been broken down into smaller pieces that your body can absorb even more easily. Adding a scoop of collagen peptides to your bone broth can increase the total protein content to 20 or even 25 g, which is an ideal amount for stimulating muscle protein synthesis. Research has shown that consuming collagen can actually help maintain and even increase muscle mass, especially when combined with resistance exercise. The specific amino acids in collagen support the connective tissue within your muscles, which helps your muscles maintain their structural integrity and function. Bone broth also contains glucosamine and chondroitin, which come from the cartilage in the bones. These compounds support joint health. Healthy joints are crucial for maintaining mobility and being able to exercise, which is essential for preventing sarcopenia. If your joints hurt, you move less, and when you move less, you lose muscle faster. There is also hyaluronic acid in bone broth, which helps with tissue hydration and repair, and bone broth provides minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, which support bone health. Strong bones and strong muscles go hand in hand. Now, how do you actually make this morning drink? You can make your own bone broth by simmering beef, chicken, or fish bones for 12 to 24 hours with water, a splash of vinegar, and maybe some vegetables and herbs. The vinegar helps extract the minerals from the bones. Once you have made a batch, you can store it in the refrigerator or freezer and heat up a cup each morning. If making bone broth sounds like too much work, there are high-quality store-bought options. Look for bone broth that lists bones or bone broth as the first ingredient and that gels when cold, which indicates high collagen content. Avoid products that are just regular stock labeled as bone broth. To prepare your morning drink, heat up 1 to 2 cups of bone broth until it is warm and comforting, then stir in 1 scoop of collagen peptides, which is usually about 10 g. You can add a pinch of sea salt, some black pepper, maybe a little turmeric or ginger for flavor and additional anti-inflammatory benefits. Some people even add a pat of butter or a splash of coconut oil for extra calories and fat, which can be helpful if you are trying to maintain your weight. Drink this first thing in the morning, ideally 30 to 60 minutes before you eat anything else. This gives your muscles a chance to absorb these amino acids without competition from other nutrients. The warmth is soothing, the flavor is savory and satisfying, and you are giving your muscles exactly what they need to fight sarcopenia. One more benefit, bone broth is hydrating. After sleeping for 7 or 8 hours, your body is naturally dehydrated. Starting your day with a hydrating, nutrient-dense beverage sets you up for better energy and better muscle function throughout the day. Number 4 is a Greek yogurt smoothie with berries. And this drink is an absolute powerhouse for fighting sarcopenia. Let me break down why this combination is so effective. Greek yogurt is one of the best sources of high-quality protein you can consume. 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt provides about 20 grams of protein, and this protein contains all the essential amino acids your muscles need. But Greek yogurt is special because it contains a high proportion of casein protein. Quin digests slowly, providing your muscles with a steady supply of amino acids for several hours. Here is why this matters in the morning. When you consume Greek yogurt first thing, you are breaking the overnight fast with a sustained release protein source. Your muscles get an immediate supply of amino acids, and then they continue getting amino acids as the casein slowly digests. This extended delivery helps maintain muscle protein synthesis throughout the morning. Greek yogurt also contains leucine, which is the most important amino acid for stimulating muscle protein synthesis. Leucine essentially acts as a trigger that tells your muscles to start building new proteins. As we age, our muscles become less sensitive to this leucine trigger, which means we need more leucine to achieve the same muscle building response. Greek yogurt provides a concentrated dose of leucine that helps overcome this age-related resistance. But Greek yogurt brings more to the table than just protein. It contains calcium, which is important for muscle contraction. It provides phosphorus, which supports energy production, and it contains probiotics, which are beneficial bacteria that support gut health. Your gut health affects nutrient absorption, and if you are not absorbing nutrients properly, you cannot maintain muscle mass effectively. Now let me talk about why we add berries to this smoothie. Berries, especially blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries, contain powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. These compounds help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which contribute to muscle breakdown. When you reduce inflammation, you create an environment where your muscles can maintain and build tissue more effectively. Berries also improve blood flow by helping to relax and dilate blood vessels. Better blood flow means your muscles get more oxygen and nutrients, which supports muscle function and recovery. Some research has even shown that consuming berries can help reduce muscle soreness and speed up recovery after exercise. Here is the recipe for this sarcopenia killing smoothie. Start with 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt, not the flavored kind, which often has a lot of added sugar. Plain Greek yogurt gives you all the protein without the extra sugar. Add 1 cup of mixed berries. You can use fresh or frozen. Frozen berries are actually great because they make the smoothie cold and thick without needing ice. Add half a banana for some extra carbohydrates and potassium. Potassium is important for muscle function and nerve signaling. Then add a handful of spinach. I know spinach in a smoothie sounds weird, but trust me, you will not taste it. And spinach provides magnesium, which is crucial for muscle function, and vitamin K, which supports bone health. Add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed or chia seeds for omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation. Then add about half a cup of unsweetened almond milk or regular milk to help everything blend smoothly. If you want extra protein, you can also add a scoop of protein powder, but honestly, with a full cup of Greek yogurt, you probably do not need it. Blend everything until smooth. The result is a thick, creamy, delicious smoothie that provides around 25 to 30 g of protein, a good dose of carbohydrates for energy, healthy fats from the seeds, and a massive amount of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants from the fruit and spinach. The combination of fast digesting protein from the whey and the yogurt and slow digesting protein from the casein creates an ideal amino acid delivery profile. You get an immediate spike in amino acids to jumpstart muscle protein synthesis, followed by a sustained release that keeps your muscles fed for hours. The carbohydrates from the berries and banana are important too. Carbohydrates help shuttle amino acids into your muscle cells by triggering insulin release. Insulin is actually an anabolic hormone that promotes muscle growth and prevents muscle breakdown. So having some carbohydrates with your protein is a smart strategy for fighting sarcopenia. This smoothie also provides a significant amount of fiber from the berries, banana, spinach, and seeds. Fiber supports digestive health and helps regulate blood sugar. Stable blood sugar is important because blood sugar crashes can trigger cortisol release, and cortisol is a catabolic hormone that breaks down muscle tissue. One important tip: make this smoothie thick enough that you need to eat it with a spoon rather than drink it quickly through a straw. When you consume protein more slowly, it may be used more efficiently by your muscles. Plus, the act of eating rather than gulping engages your satiety signals better, helping you feel more satisfied. You can prepare the ingredients the night before to make your morning easier. Portion out the yogurt, berries, banana, and spinach into a container or bag and keep it in the refrigerator. In the morning, just dump everything into the blender with the seeds and liquid. Blend for 30 seconds and you have got a complete muscle-up supporting breakfast drink. Coming in at number 3 is protein-fortified green tea. And this might sound like an unusual combination, but stick with me because the science behind this is fascinating and incredibly powerful for fighting sarcopenia. Let me start with green tea itself. Green tea contains a group of antioxidants called catechins, and the most powerful of these is called EGCG. This compound has been shown to help preserve muscle mass by reducing oxidative stress and inflammation. But here's where it gets really interesting. EGCG may actually help prevent muscle protein breakdown during periods of inactivity or stress. Research has shown that green tea extract can help maintain muscle mass even when someone is not exercising as much as they should. This is particularly relevant for older adults who might be recovering from illness, injury, or surgery. During these periods of reduced activity, muscle loss can be rapid and devastating. Green tea provides some protection against this accelerated loss. Green tea also contains a small amount of caffeine, which can help with muscle function. Caffeine has been shown to improve muscle strength and power output. It helps your muscles contract more forcefully and delays fatigue. The amount of caffeine in green tea is much less than coffee. So you get these benefits without the jitters or the energy crash that some people experience with coffee. But green tea alone is not enough protein to fight sarcopenia effectively. This is why we fortify it with protein powder. By adding a scoop of high-quality protein powder to your green tea, you create a drink that combines the muscle-preserving properties of green tea with the muscle-building properties of protein. Now, let me talk about what kind of protein to add. Whey protein is an excellent choice because it is rich in leucine and it digests quickly, providing a rapid supply of amino acids to your muscles. One scoop of whey protein typically provides 20 to 25 g of protein. However, some people cannot tolerate dairy, so plant-based protein powders like pea protein or a blend of rice and pea protein work well too. Here's how you make this drink. Brew a cup of high-quality green tea. Use water that is about 170 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, not boiling, because water that is too hot can make green tea bitter. Let the tea steep for 2 to 3 minutes, then remove the tea bag. Let the tea cool down to lukewarm or room temperature. This is important because if you add protein powder to hot liquid, it can clump and create an unpleasant texture. Once the tea has cooled a bit, add 1 scoop of unflavored or vanilla-flavored protein powder. Unflavored works best because it does not clash with the tea flavor. Use a shaker bottle or a small whisk to mix it thoroughly until there are no lumps. If you want to make this drink cold, which is refreshing, especially in warmer months, you can brew the green tea, let it cool completely, then pour it over ice and mix in the protein powder. Some people prefer to cold brew their green tea by letting tea bags steep in cold water in the refrigerator overnight. This produces a smoother, less bitter flavor. You can add a squeeze of lemon juice, which not only adds flavor but also increases the bioavailability of the catechins in green tea. The vitamin C from the lemon helps your body absorb more of these beneficial compounds. Some people also add a tiny bit of honey for sweetness, though I recommend keeping this minimal to avoid adding too much sugar. The combination of green tea and protein creates a powerful 1-2 punch against sarcopenia. The protein provides the building blocks your muscles need to maintain their mass. The catechins in green tea help protect your existing muscle from breakdown. The caffeine enhances muscle function and performance, and the overall anti-inflammatory effect creates an environment where your muscles can thrive. One interesting aspect of this drink is that green tea has been shown to enhance fat oxidation, which means it helps your body burn fat for fuel. This is beneficial because as we age, many people gain body fat while losing muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenic obesity. By promoting fat loss while providing protein to maintain muscle, this drink addresses both sides of that equation. Green tea also supports cardiovascular health by improving blood vessel function and reducing blood pressure. Better cardiovascular health means better blood flow to your muscles, which is essential for delivering oxygen and nutrients and removing waste products. This supports muscle function and recovery. The antioxidants in green tea also protect against cellular damage throughout your entire body, including your muscle cells. When your cells are healthier and functioning better, they are more capable of maintaining their mass and responding to anabolic signals. One practical note, some people are more sensitive to caffeine than others. If you find that the caffeine in green tea affects your sleep, make sure you drink this in the morning, not in the afternoon or evening. Green tea contains about 25 to 50 milligrams of caffeine per cup compared to 95 milligrams in a cup of coffee. So it is much milder, but individual sensitivity varies. You can also find decaffeinated green tea if caffeine is a concern. Most of the beneficial catechins remain intact in decaffeinated versions, so you still get the muscle-preserving benefits without the stimulant effect. Number 2 on our list is milk with added creatine, and this combination is one of the most scientifically validated approaches to fighting sarcopenia. Let me explain why this simple drink is so incredibly powerful. First, let us talk about milk itself. Milk contains 2 types of protein, whey and casein, in about a 20 to 80 ratio. The whey protein digests quickly, providing a rapid influx of amino acids to your muscles. The casein protein digests slowly, providing a sustained release of amino acids for several hours. This combination is ideal for maintaining elevated muscle protein synthesis over an extended period. 1 cup of milk provides about 8 g of protein, and that protein is complete, meaning it contains all the essential amino acids your muscles need. Milk is also rich in leucine, that critical amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis. The leucine content in milk is one of the reasons it is so effective for supporting muscle health. But milk provides much more than just protein. It contains calcium, which is essential for muscle contraction and nerve signaling. It provides vitamin D, assuming it is fortified, which most milk is. Vitamin D is crucial for muscle function and strength. Low vitamin D levels are strongly associated with muscle weakness, poor balance, and increased fall risk. Milk also contains phosphorus, which is important for energy production in your cells. It provides potassium, which regulates muscle function and fluid balance. And it contains several B vitamins, including B12 and riboflavin, which support energy metabolism and nerve function. Now here is where we take this simple glass of milk and turn it into a sarcopenia fighting powerhouse. We add creatine. Creatine is one of the most researched and validated supplements for supporting muscle mass and strength. Over 1,000 studies have been conducted on creatine, and the evidence is overwhelming. It works. Creatine helps your muscles produce energy during high-intensity activity. It does this by replenishing ATP, which is the primary energy currency in your cells. When you have more creatine in your muscles, they can produce more force and sustain activity for longer periods. This is particularly important as we age because our natural creatine levels decline. But creatine does more than just enhance performance. It also directly stimulates muscle protein synthesis and helps your muscles retain water, which makes them fuller and more functional. Research has shown that creatine supplementation combined with resistance training is one of the most effective strategies for increasing muscle mass and strength in older adults. Multiple studies have specifically looked at creatine supplementation in older adults dealing with sarcopenia. The results are impressive. Creatine helps increase lean body mass, improve muscle strength, enhance functional performance, and improve quality of life. We are talking about measurable improvements in the ability to perform daily activities like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, and getting up from a chair. The recommended dose of creatine is about 3 to 5 g per day. You do not need to do a loading phase where you take large amounts. Just a consistent daily dose of 3 to 5 grams is sufficient to saturate your muscles over a few weeks and maintain those levels. Here is how to make this drink. Pour yourself a glass of milk. I recommend using regular milk, not skim, because the small amount of fat in milk can actually help with nutrient absorption and provide some extra calories, which can be helpful for maintaining weight. Add 1 teaspoon of creatine monohydrate powder, which is about 5 g. Stir thoroughly until the creatine is completely dissolved. Creatine monohydrate is the form that has been studied most extensively and has the best evidence. It is also the least expensive form, which is a bonus. There are other forms of creatine marketed as being superior, but the research does not really support those claims. Stick with plain creatine monohydrate. Some people prefer to use chocolate milk instead of plain milk because the sweetness masks any slight taste from the creatine. Chocolate milk is actually fine, especially if you are having this as a recovery drink after exercise. The extra carbohydrates in chocolate milk can help replenish muscle glycogen and may enhance creatine uptake into your muscles. The timing of this drink is flexible. You can have it first thing in the morning to break your fast with protein and start loading your muscles with creatine. You can have it after exercise to support recovery and muscle growth, or you can have it before bed to provide your muscles with slow digesting casein protein overnight. The most important thing is consistency. Taking creatine every single day is more important than the specific timing. Now let me address some common concerns about creatine. First, does it damage your kidneys? No. Extensive research has shown that creatine is safe for healthy people, including older adults. It does not harm your kidneys or liver. If you have pre-existing kidney disease, you should talk to your doctor before taking creatine. But for healthy individuals, it is perfectly safe. Second, does creatine cause bloating? Some people experience mild water retention when they first start taking creatine, but this is actually a good thing. The water is being pulled into your muscle cells, making them fuller and more functional. It is not the uncomfortable, puffy bloating some people imagine. Most people do not even notice it. Third, is creatine only for bodybuilders? Absolutely not. While creatine was originally popular among bodybuilders and athletes, research has shown that it is beneficial for anyone who wants to maintain muscle mass and strength, especially older adults fighting sarcopenia. One more benefit of combining creatine with milk: the carbohydrates and protein in milk may enhance creatine uptake into your muscles by stimulating insulin release. Insulin helps drive creatine into muscle cells more effectively. So milk is actually an ideal vehicle for delivering creatine. If you are lactose intolerant, you can use lactose-free milk, which provides all the same benefits without the digestive discomfort, or you can use a fortified plant-based milk like soy milk, which has a similar protein content to cow's milk. Just make sure whatever milk you choose provides adequate protein, at least 7 to 8 g per cup. And here we are at number 1, the absolute best drink to start your day to kill sarcopenia. A whey protein shake with banana. This is the gold standard, the most scientifically validated morning drink for fighting muscle loss. Let me tell you exactly why this combination is so incredibly powerful. Whey protein is the king of proteins when it comes to stimulating muscle protein synthesis. It is absorbed rapidly, typically within 30 to 60 minutes of consumption. It is exceptionally rich in leucine, containing about 2.5 to 3 g of leucine per 25 g scoop, and it contains all the essential amino acids in optimal ratios for building muscle. Here is what happens when you consume whey protein first thing in the morning. Within 30 minutes, amino acid levels in your blood start to rise dramatically. Your muscles sense this increase in amino acids, particularly leucine, and they respond by ramping up muscle protein synthesis. This process continues for the next 3 to 4 hours, during which time your muscles are actively building new proteins to maintain and repair muscle tissue. For older adults fighting sarcopenia, this rapid spike in amino acids is crucial. As I mentioned before, older muscles are less sensitive to the anabolic signal from amino acids. You need a larger, more concentrated dose of protein, particularly leucine, to overcome this resistance. Whey protein delivers exactly that. Studies have consistently shown that whey protein supplementation, especially when combined with resistance exercise, helps older adults gain muscle mass, increase strength, and improve physical function. We are not talking about marginal improvements. We are talking about meaningful changes that affect quality of life and independence. But whey protein alone, while excellent, is not the complete picture. This is where the banana comes in. Bananas provide carbohydrates, and those carbohydrates play a critical role in maximizing the muscle-building effect of the protein. When you consume carbohydrates, your pancreas releases insulin. Insulin is an anabolic hormone, meaning it promotes tissue growth and prevents tissue breakdown. Insulin does several important things for your muscles. First, it helps shuttle amino acids from your bloodstream into your muscle cells, where they can be used for protein synthesis. Second, it directly stimulates muscle protein synthesis through its own signaling pathways. Third, it inhibits muscle protein breakdown, which means less muscle is being destroyed while you are trying to build it up. One medium banana provides about 25 to 30 grams of carbohydrates, which is enough to generate a moderate insulin response without causing a problematic blood sugar spike. The carbohydrates in bananas are also relatively easy to digest, so they do not sit heavily in your stomach. Bananas bring additional benefits beyond just carbohydrates. They are one of the best sources of potassium, providing about 400 to 450 milligrams per medium banana. Potassium is crucial for muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and fluid balance. Many older adults do not get enough potassium, and this can contribute to muscle weakness and cramping. Bananas also contain vitamin B6, which is important for amino acid metabolism and protein synthesis. They provide some vitamin C, which supports connective tissue health, and they contain resistant starch, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria and supports digestive health. Here is how to make this ultimate sarcopenia fighting drink. Start with 1 scoop of high-quality whey protein powder, which typically provides 20 to 25 g of protein. Add 1 medium banana broken into chunks. Add 1 cup of milk, either regular cow's milk or a plant-based milk. Milk provides extra protein and nutrients, but if you prefer, you can use water instead. Add a handful of ice cubes to make the shake cold and refreshing. Then add optional extras. A tablespoon of peanut butter or almond butter adds healthy fats, extra protein, and a delicious flavor. The healthy fats help with satiety and provide fat-soluble vitamin absorption. A tablespoon of ground flaxseed or chia seeds adds omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation. A dash of cinnamon adds flavor and may help with blood sugar control. Blend everything together until smooth. The result is a thick, creamy, delicious shake that provides 30 to 40 grams of high-quality protein, a good dose of carbohydrates, healthy fats, and a wide array of vitamins and minerals. The timing of this shake is important. Ideally, consume it within 30 minutes of waking up. Your body has been fasting all night and your muscles are hungry for amino acids. Providing them immediately upon waking jumpstarts muscle protein synthesis and sets the tone for the entire day. If you exercise in the morning, you can have this shake after your workout. The post-exercise period is when your muscles are particularly receptive to amino acids, and consuming protein right after exercise maximizes muscle protein synthesis and supports recovery. One question I get often is whether whey protein is different from other protein powders. Yes, there are meaningful differences. Whey is absorbed faster and contains more leucine than most plant-based proteins. This makes it superior for stimulating muscle protein synthesis. However, if you cannot tolerate dairy or prefer plant-based options, a high-quality blend of plant proteins like pea and rice protein can also be effective, especially if you consume a slightly larger serving to match the leucine content of whey. Let me address another common concern. Is protein powder safe? Are you consuming too much protein? For healthy adults, including older adults, protein powder is perfectly safe when used as directed. The idea that protein damages your kidneys is a myth that has been thoroughly debunked by research. Unless you have pre-existing kidney disease, consuming adequate protein, including from protein powder, is not only safe but necessary for maintaining muscle mass. As for consuming too much protein, most older adults are actually not consuming enough. Research suggests that older adults may need 1.0 to 1.2 g of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, and many are falling short of this target. A protein shake providing 30 to 40 g helps you reach that goal without having to eat enormous amounts of food. One practical tip: you can prepare some of the ingredients the night before to make your morning easier. Peel and slice a banana and put it in a container or bag in the freezer. Using a frozen banana makes your shake thicker and colder without needing as much ice. Measure out your protein powder into a shaker bottle. In the morning, just combine everything, blend, and you are done in under 2 minutes. The consistency of drinking this shake every single morning is what makes the difference. One shake is not going to reverse sarcopenia, but drinking the shake every morning for weeks, months, and years provides your muscles with a consistent supply of amino acids they need to maintain their mass and strength over the long term. So, there you have it. The top 5 drinks to start your day that kill sarcopenia. Bone broth with collagen for connective tissue support. Greek yogurt smoothie with berries for sustained protein and antioxidants. Protein fortified green tea for muscle preservation. Milk with creatine for strength and power, and the Champion Whey protein shake with banana for maximum muscle protein synthesis. These are not complicated. These are not expensive medical treatments. These are simple, delicious drinks that provide your muscles with exactly what they need to fight back against age-related muscle loss. Pick the one that appeals to you most, make it part of your morning routine, and give your muscles the fuel they need to stay strong. This is Dr. Lidaim Live reminding you that sarcopenia is not inevitable. You have the power to fight it, one morning drink at a time. Stay strong, and I will see you in the next